Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to the CanUK podcast, the podcast done by fans for fans of everything nerdy. And as the title suggests, yes, this is another one-man show. Because, scheduling conflicts, people have been busy, I've been busy. We haven't been able to organize a little get-together for a recording. So I'm going to run through last week's news by myself, once again. It happens from time to time, I don't mind. Life is life. Alright, so here on the news stories this week, we got quite a few things from CES, including the WWE Network was officially announced and will be debuting this year. And basically, the WWE Network is going to be like a Netflix sort of deal with live programming. You can watch every single past pay-per-view, every single past Raw and SmackDown. I'm thinking ECW TV as well, which will be fucking awesome for any wrestling fan out there. But the biggest thing about this, you get all 12 live pay-per-views. Live pay-per-views from this throughout the year for $10 a month. It's incredible and fantastic, and as a wrestling fan, I'm quite looking forward to it. Alright. Next up here is Get Even, where next-gen shooting meets Dark Souls. And I have no idea what this is now. I really don't. I've forgotten. I am well prepared, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm going as fast as I can to look things up. As you can see, the one-man shows are just as well prepared as the group shows. Basically, Painkiller Hell and Damnation developer The Farm 51 has revealed Get Even, a first-person shooter coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And the Polish studio has claimed the project, which is set to release in 2015, is designed to blur the lines between single and multiplayer with ambitious new dynamic. And yeah, it's basically a first-person shooter in the style of Dark Souls, from what I take it. Anyways, moving on. Next up, Danny Cannon is up to direct the Gotham pilot, which if you don't know what Gotham is, it's the TV series revolving around Commissioner Gordon, I think starting off as Sergeant Gordon, and apparently it stars a 12-year-old Bruce Wayne. So while Marvel has Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and such things coming as Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Daredevil, and Jessica Jones, DC's given us 12-year-old Batman. Thanks, DC. Anyways, moving on. Bryan Singer is not locked in to direct X-Men Apocalypse. He's writing it, he's going to produce it, but he's not sure yet if he's going to direct it. So let's all hope that he does. Alright, next up, speaking about streaming services, at CES as well, Sony revealed their streaming service, which is basically Gaikai, and that's PlayStation Now, where you can play PS1, PS2, PS3 games on your PS4, your PS3, your PlayStation Vita, your Xperia phone, and other tablets and smart TVs and other phones, which is absolutely incredible. They didn't give anything in regards to pricing yet, but hey, this sounds fucking awesome. If I can play The Last of Us on my Vita, which they did show, yeah, I'm all for that. I am definitely all for this. And for the people who didn't own a PS3, maybe didn't own a PS1 or a PS2, but now have a PS4, this will be perfect for them. So here's hoping that PlayStation Now gets here sooner rather than later, and is just as awesome as it sounds. Alright, so next up here, Alien Isolation was officially announced by SEGA this past weekend. Well, it can't be worse than Aliens Colonial Marines. That being said, the game does look very interesting. From what we've seen and been told, it's going to be starring one alien and kind of like a survival type deal. So, yeah, this could actually be the Alien game we've always wanted, but never gotten. Or it could turn out to be Aliens Colonial Marines 2. Yeah. Alright, next up here, it came out this past week that The Division may be delayed to 2015, which would incredibly suck. Because I am absolutely looking forward to that game. It's not high up on my most anticipated list, but it's pretty decently up there. So hopefully it hasn't been delayed, but if it is, I'm sure Ubisoft has a good reason for it. And they're a company that, if they're going to delay a game, they're going to delay a game to make it better. So fingers crossed it's still 2014, but hey, if it's 2015, I'm sure the wait will be worth it. Next up here, Left 4 Dead creators Turtle Rock. Love that studio name, by the way. Unveiled Evolve, their next-gen shooter, which kind of looks interesting from what I've seen thus far. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. I'm not a big FPS fan, so yeah, over my head, But hey, I'll probably check it out when it comes out. Next up, do you have enough to buy in merch yet? No? Well, okay, you get one more game. Because this past week, Nintendo announced that Yoshi's New Island is hitting the 3DS on March 14th. And fuck you, Nintendo, because I've already got 3 games to pay for that month. And last up here on our list, I'll probably just include this down in the notes below and briefly just glance over it. But a roundup of Valve's first Steam machines, which at CES, Valve revealed who's making Steam machines and some of the specs onto them, and price ranging from $5.99 straight up to $6,000. Yep, that's something. Kinda off the Steam machine bandwagon with that. Who knows? Maybe it'll be fine. Time will tell. You can check out the links below to see what I mean by that. And now we move into the been playing, been watching, and haven't been reading section. Because, quite frankly, we don't read here on the CanUK podcast. We do sometimes, and we share it when we do. But, for been playing this past week, I finished up Tearaway, which was incredible. If you own a Vita, go play that game. Thanks again to Israel for gifting me a copy of that game for Christmas. Such an awesome gift, and I enjoyed it immensely, and will probably play through it again down the road. Other than that, I played a little more Urban Trial Freestyle because it was free on Plus, and that game kind of annoys me a little bit. It's the poor man's version of Trials. And finally, I played a little bit of WWE 2K14. I like it. It's good. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. Working towards that platinum trophy. And as for been watching, of course I've been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which returned, and the first episode was kind of mind-blowing. We got to see a little bit more of what happened to Agent Coulson between the Avengers and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so that was cool. And lastly, I watched a whole lot of Awesome Games Done Quick 2014, in which they raised over $1 million for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. So awesome to those guys, and go check out the back catalog of their runs. It's over on Reddit, so find it on there and just be amazed at some of the things they did. Like the Yoshi's Island run, 100% run at that, which was just all kinds of cool. And there was the 4-player Super Metroid race, which was so close, it was incredible. They did commentary onto it, it's awesome. And yeah, that's about it. And as for shameless self-promotion, this past week I put out another video for Ride to Hell Retribution. And on Let's Experience, I posted a video of Risk of Rain, which ended up being pretty cool. I liked it. And other than that, well, I guess by now you've seen my coming soon video. If not, please go check that out. I really hope you go check that out. And guys, that's going to do it for now. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and you can win a free game, as always. And, yeah, that's about it. So guys, I've been Lord X, you've been awesome, this has been another one-man CanUK podcast, and I will catch you next time. Hopefully next week there'll be more than just me.